Yeah, I saw this a couple months ago on the driving range that I can't get over. Um, every time I think about it, I just get more and more riled up, and I even doubt myself. And I go over the scenario in my head and wonder if I've should have intervened. Anyway, there was this kid, and she was like 10, 11 years old. Her swing was just absolutely flawless, which was crazy. And she was hitting the ball really, really well, almost like to perfection. And I was hitting the rest of my bucket, and I wasn't paying much of attention. She wasn't that close, but she wasn't that far. I was able to see her. Um, I couldn't ignore her dad, who was standing right behind her, just watching her every move with his arm crossed, right? I don't love seeing that, but I see that a lot on this golf course. And I'm like, I try to look at the positive side of it. Hey, look, he's very involved in our sports. Hey, he's out there to support. How great. But a few minutes into it, I noticed a bit of a commotion over there, and Dad was standing in front of her and was very angry at something, and his voice kept getting louder and louder and louder. And I thought maybe she got in trouble, she was disrespecting him, or she did something. I don't know. I'm assuming it was not golf related. But as I was paying a little more attention, his hand motion, his physical gestures, he was mad at something that she wasn't doing right with her swing that he was instructing her to do. In fact, he was so angry about it that she started to cry, and she had her head down, and she kept wiping her tears that was streaming down her face. The dad was just relentless. I couldn't understand what he was saying, other than he was very, very angry. And I knew from the scene that just something wasn't right. So it almost got to a point where it seemed almost abusive. So I was ready to put my club down and walk over and say something like, in my head, I was like, hey, is everything okay? That's how I was going to approach it. But before that happened, he stopped. He walked away, and um, she started hitting the ball again. But this time, I was watching her, and she was just going through the motions. The life and the joy just completely left her. I felt her sadness, and I said to myself, bro, what are you doing? What is the matter with you? Why would you do such a thing in front of all these people to your own child? This bugged me so much that I did an episode about it, and I want you guys to check it out. It's called Golf Parenting Done Right.